see from that, the ideal droplet is not too big, not too small. It's the average size droplet is the best way to spray. Unfortunately, you can't get that with conventional systems. People always ask, what does Magro do? Very simply, we create more of those good droplets, the middle-sized droplets, the optimum droplet. That's all the system does. The benefit is, because of those droplets, you get more spray down into the canopy. You heard them there. Those middle-sized droplets give you the benefit of both, and it'll stay there. It's very simple, optimum droplet size, more coverage in the plant. It's that simple. Our product has two parts. We fit manifolds onto the actual sprayer in between the tank and the section controller. There's 8 manifolds per sprayer. And we fit a stainless steel magnetic rod inside the entire full length of the spray line. There's no moving parts, there's no software, there's no wires, there's no electricity, there's absolutely zero, so there's virtually no maintenance. We've done installations 3-4 years ago, and we get no phone calls from the customer in terms of maintenance. The magnets are fully encased in stainless steel, and they will only deteriorate by 1% in total over 15 years. So the Magro system is going to last longer than the sprayer. And with that in mind, this customer was up in Canada. He traded the sprayer in last year. He took the Magro system off his sprayer before trading it in and reinstalled it basically onto his new sprayer. Because he has full, nothing has deteriorated, so he has the full system again the next year. It really is that simple. Over the last 3 years, we've done over 100 installations in 14 different countries on a wide range of crops. We've done every type, size, and make of sprayer on the market. On Walton, you can see Case here on the left, and John Deere. We've done factory installations with some European suppliers. The studies I'm going to show you are with Trimble dealers in the US. In all of these studies, everything was the same, spraying parameters. The nozzle was the same, the pressure was the same, the flow rate, forward speed, boom height. The only variable was our system. We measure water sensitive paper, we put them into the actual canopy in fixed locations, and we measure the coverage on the actual cards, and we run every treatment 5 or 6 times to get statistical data, which I'm going to show you now. And all of these studies were done in close collaboration with Trimble dealers. So we did a study on cotton in Alabama and with Vantage South. Same nozzle, everything the same. Magro got 30 to 40% more coverage. And this is with both sprayers had a capstan PWM system. We see them as being complementary, not as being competitive. And you can see the difference with Magro. We've also done Magro with John Deere ExactApply, all the PWM systems. The grower then, it was time of defoliation, he then took a small field and he sprayed Magro at 100%, Magro at 75, and he sprayed conventional at 100%, conventional at 75. And what they said was, Magro both 175, completely defoliated. On the conventional at the 75, it wasn't such a success. So therefore he couldn't back down his rate with the conventional, which he was able to do with Magro. Everything was the same. We did a study with Munro tractors in New York on soybean, and the challenge is to get penetration down to the canopy because of white mold. Magro delivered superior coverage with every single nozzle that we tested. You can see that the AIXR nozzle, we got double the coverage in both the upper and lower canopy. We did a study with Brian Kelly and his team on tomatoes in Florida. The sprayer fitted with Magro got twice the coverage versus conventional. Everything was the same. And we did a study with Brian with US Sugar, and you can see here treatment 2 with Magro at 15 gallons an acre got the same statistical coverage as conventional at 20 gallons an acre. So how do you launch your product in the market? We believe the best way is at the start is to target high value crops, potatoes, tomatoes, anything that gets lots of spraying with challenging canopies, or where you've got a customer who's doing lots of spraying, so several thousand acres, and there's lots of pesticide going through that sprayer. That way, they'll have a 3 to 6 month payback. And for one sprayer, they could save between $150 and $500,000 for a $30,000 to $40,000 investment. Give an example, this is the customer we're working with. They're spending $10 million per year on pesticides. It would cost them only $1.1 million to fit Magro on every sprayer in the they have, and it would save 10 to 12 million dollars. Myself and Kevin had a call with Brian there last week, and Brian's like, I want the 1.1 million this year basically.
Yeah.
So that's but Brian has multiple customers all doing the exact same thing in Florida. Okay, so you can see it's quite a compelling business case, and really we talked about you're actually giving too much away at those numbers. We have a pretty defined dealer onboarding process, so we work with you, with the dealers, basically give you all the building blocks that you need